What's good, everybody? In this episode, I want to talk about how you can charge more for your agency services if you are solving a specific problem. Let's get it going. For 3 years, my agency built funnels and automation systems for the biggest names in marketing today. Since then, I've transformed that agency into a hyper-profitable training and consulting business. While everyone is out there talking about scale like it's some sort of destination, we'll be asking the real question. How do you transform your business into a more scalable model using the knowledge, skills, and expertise that you already have? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share the strategies I'm using to build my multi-million-dollar business. My name is Greg Hickman, and welcome to Scalable. All right, guys, so I got a little experiment for you guys today to demonstrate the value of solving a specific problem and how this ties to your agency. So what I want you to do is the next time you go to the grocery store or Walgreens or CVS, I want you to go to the aisle where they sell Tylenol, Advil, Excedrin. And I want you to look specifically for Excedrin Extra Strength and Excedrin Migraines. Now, I just did this with my wife not too long ago, and I pointed this out. She's a doctor, so I always find these little things fascinating when like marketing meets, medical type stuff. And I show her and I say, hey, look, what do you notice about these two products, Excedrin Migraine, Excedrin Extra Strength? And what she called out quickly was, well, Excedrin Migraine is like 30% more expensive. I forget exactly what the price point was, but it ended up being like 30 to 40% more expensive at the Walgreens that we were at. And I said, all right, that's pretty interesting. And so we looked at the ingredients. Guess what? The ingredients are exactly the same, literally exactly the same for both Excedrin Extra Strength and Excedrin Migraine. Exact same ingredients, but Excedrin Migraine is 30% more. That is because people who are looking to get their migraine relieved, right? My sister grew up with migraines and she went to tons of different doctors to get solutions to this, right? She spent thousands of dollars on different specialists because even till this day, she deals with chronic migraines, right? It's a serious problem. And so if you have that problem, you've probably paid a lot of money both on medication and possibly even other types of treatment to help kind of reduce the amount of migraines you have, right? So if you have migraines, that is a problem you want to solve. And if it's that painful, you're willing to pay a higher price, right? So the folks over at Excedrin know this, right? And so just by having a label that says Excedrin Migraine, they're able to charge 30 and 40% more, knowing very well most people won't look at the ingredients, but they're essentially the same. And so think about how this applies to your own services, right? I see oftentimes, like say the fitness world, we help people lose weight, right? Well, a lot of fitness and nutritionists help people lose weight. But imagine you were the fitness professional or the nutritionist that worked with, postpartum women that wanted to kind of quickly lose the extra weight that they put on during pregnancy, right? You really start to get specific. And someone who is in that wheelhouse, that demographic, a woman who just had a baby and really wants to get that baby weight off as fast as possible because she wants to, look and feel better again for whatever reasons, like that person can charge more for their services because the problem is so specific, right? So just like Excedrin Migraine, right? That is a very specific problem that people want to eliminate. What is that problem for you and your clients, right? You have an ideal client out there, someone that you would love to work with that you can actually help, but they don't necessarily know it right now because your messaging is super generic. And most agencies that are full service and done for you fall into this trap of having conversations with any and everybody. And then for those that they can help, they'll put together a proposal and then the client begins to pick and choose the services off the proposal, right? Right out of the gates, that person's out of control and you are hunting, right? You as the agency owner put all of the control in your new client's hands, like they have all of the power in this relationship now, and they're telling you what to do. So instantaneously, you are out of control. So by you going to the market and saying, hey, I can help you solve this specific problem, you position yourself as more of the expert, right? And if someone has that problem, they're going to be willing to pay for it as long as it's a valuable problem, right? So this comes back into, are you solving problems that people are willing to pay for, and or call it the $100,000 problem, right? People spend a lot of money to get rid of migraines if they have chronic migraines. What does your ideal client dread doing? What is the problem that they really have that if you could solve it, they would pay you $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, and then some just to solve that problem, right? In many cases, you might just be solving problems that aren't that costly to them, thus they don't want to pay you a premium, right? It's not a premium problem, so they're not going to pay premium rates for a solution. And or two, you're not specific enough to the point where people even know what you can actually do, right? So next time you go to the grocery store, go look for yourself. Look at the ingredients of Excedrin Extra Strength and Excedrin Migraine, and notice that one costs more than the other, but they're the exact same. And your agency services are likely the exact same as well. You go to the market with a bunch of services that don't solve any specific problem, and so people aren't really necessarily sure what they do, and they are very unlikely to pay you a premium for it. But if you go identify that you can solve a specific problem with your service offering, you can start to charge premium rates. So give that exercise a whirl and really think about what it is you can be doing in your own business to narrow down on the problem you actually solve, and put that into your messaging so you can clearly communicate to your prospects what it is you actually do and what it is you can actually eliminate for them, and how you can make their life easier. So give this exercise a whirl and really think about how you could be narrowing down your messaging in your specific agency to solve a specific problem, one that your clients are going to view as a valuable problem to solve, so that you can charge premium. And if you're doing this exercise and you want to participate, in the comment section below, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and leave a comment and say, here's what my messaging was, and here's how I'm going to get more specific, so we can all have some examples and we can have a dialogue and a conversation to help improve wherever you might be in your specificity. If I gave you 5 to 10 new clients, would you or your agency break? If so, your current agency model is broken. I struggled with this too until I found a better way. By adding online programs, training, and coaching to our agency, we doubled profits without adding more hours. If you want to work directly with me and my team to transform your agency, visit myscalablebusiness.com to learn more.